What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Davey's Disc Clocker, where I play courses blind so you don't have to. Today we are at Buffalo Disc Golf Course in Cleburne, Texas. 18 holes out here, par 60, 5,082 feet. This course is not in its final iteration, but it is awesome. Current hole 1, par 4, 441 feet. The pars are kind of soft out here, but the course definitely isn't. I say current hole 1, that is going away. There's a house that's going to be built in that part of the property, so the next hole, hole 2, will be it. But anyways, it's hole 1 today. You got property line OB on the left, which this is going to flirt with a little bit, but it's safe. Got a ton of room on the right, so I'm throwing a free tail here. Overturn it quite a bit. Believe this is a swirl diamondback from Justin with the Louisville Disc Golf Club stamp on there. And I'm also going to throw a diamondback. This one's blank on top. Texas Chainwreck bottom stamp. Shout out Texas Chainwreck. Those guys are awesome. Great to work with. I filmed a tournament for them earlier in the year. Just going to zone upshot here. The green does slope away from you as you're playing this hole. This hole does share 18's basket for now. But being a private course, there's not a lot of people out here. For now, you have to hit up the owner. His phone number is on UDisc, so you can hit him up. You can also hit them up through Facebook on the Buffalo Disc Golf Facebook page. Hole 2, par 4, 408 feet. You've got natural OB on the left. You do have OB if you go too deep where this little fence is here. And a little protected bowl-shaped green with a pond behind it. I believe this is Justin's Longhorn. And I'm going to lay up with an alpha. We didn't bother walking all the way down to see what that green looked like, so just pitching an alpha up there, playing for position. And fortunately I can see the basket, so now I just get to chip up there with my zone. And I didn't overshoot it. That's really what I didn't want to do. I was fine burying it in the front of that hill by the basket and just letting it curl up in front of it. So yeah, you can see quite a bit of protection on this green. Yeah, we played the course blind first, and then we filmed the drone shots. Shout out to Justin, our drone pilot. Hole 3, par 3, 274 feet. You don't want to be in the woods on the left or the right. You want to just crest this little hill and filter towards the bucket. Maybe with like a overstable 6 or 7 speed. I'm going with a grackle here. A little early. Baby skips.
Overcorrection.
She down there. So yeah, if you short it like I did, I'm putting with a zone, just laying up, getting around this tree. Pretty simple hole, but it is interesting. Hole 4, par 3, 331 feet. This is a low ceiling hole. I think this is deceivingly one of the more challenging holes on the course, especially to par. I mean, there's longer, harder holes, but they're par 4s. So yeah, low ceiling underneath that tree that you got to reach there, and then a couple of guardian trees with the Texas flag palette behind it. Going hex here.
Not what I imagined.
So yeah, it flew a lot further than I thought it did. I thought it got gobbled up, and I'm still left with a outside the look bid. Hole 5, 281 feet. You do have a creek on the right. Lots of thick brush on the left and thick brush deep. And the fairway is slightly above the level of the tee pad, so you kind of feel like you have to throw it up.
I tried, there were like 100 back there. I tried to get most of them.
I'm going reactor here. One of my dedicated water mids.
That was too low to ace, but I thought for sure I was going to hit the basket.
Found some spider webs, as you do early in the morning when you're the first card through the course. Bummer. Shout out Kurth, digging my disc out for me while I tend to the camera. And let's look at, yeah, there's some water down there, so it makes you think on the tee, that's for sure. Hole 6, par 3, 219 feet. Nice little putter shot. I love the balance of the long holes and the short holes that this course has, so it's not just a bomber hole or bomber course or just a technical course. It has a really good balance, and it kind of keeps your arm guessing a little bit. You don't get totally in a rhythm of throwing the same shots.
You said it, now it's like, it's right there.
Both lines are right there.
No, I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna stick with my gut.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, but then I could
You can always
just
throw a
drop it.
shiggle
Yeah, I could.
just for fun.
I might throw. I'm probably gonna throw the thumber as a shiggle. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the thumber as a shiggle.
I was like, the second one's always the shiggle.
Yep.
You don't get to decide.
Oh. Okay, so that means that I
Better, closer, warmer.
Going eternal bullet.
There we go.
That's
No,
it.
No, I don't want to throw this.
Shout out
No,
Tenacious D.
Yeah, you figure out stuff.
Yeah, great putter hole, glitch hole. Mid-range, forehand. Speaking of switching things up, hole 7, par 4, 423 feet. This is pretty much the one tree you gotta miss. And for right-hand backhand, a lot of shots will filter into this little bowl on the left in the shade. This is where I filtered for both of our rounds. There is a pond behind the basket. It's a little low today. Everywhere that could hold water is not really holding.
What was that? A hawk fly through here?
I'll have to watch it back.
Yeah, shout out, Hawk. Nature appreciation moment. Yeah, basically everywhere that could hold water is either not holding water or is holding very little water. Comes into play probably more on the back nine, some of the pools that can develop on the fairways to make some of those shorter holes really interesting.
That thing is still flying.
What?
Like it's in the tree.
Oh, you.
That was mean.
Hey, that's what that means. It's still flying.
I know.
It's like, why does that mean?
I'm going Apex Diamondback.
Alley-oop rules?
Just rip on that thing. Swirly ones are a little less stable than I like, but the...
I wasn't recording, but I have to do this so I don't forget. But Kurt's disc was in the tree. He had one of those little hook retrievers. And he was struggling. And I was like, just yank it. And he yanked it, and it popped it.
Pop it up, and then I yanked it.
Or yeah, I said pop it up. He yanked it. And it came out of the tree and clunked him right on the head.
Little on-course reporter action. Yeah, so I filtered into this little landing zone. Probably 50 feet short of the bucket. And there's a couple of big trees kind of in the way here. So you'd rather keep it in the middle, make your upshot a little easier. I'm just kind of pitching up for a 3. Hole 8, par 3, 252 feet. This one's super blind. There is a pond down to the left and all that thick stuff. And there's the basket. It is elevated near that flag. You can't see the flag off the tee, so you kind of got to pick a taller treetop and use that as your aiming point. But an overstable mid-range or overstable fairway driver or a thumber.
Yes.
I believe this is a Bobcat from Justin. That's out there safe.
Correct.
And I throw
Hex.
hex.
That's good.
Which was a mistake.
A little deep, but that's okay.
I'm on the right side of the screen, buried in the woods. Luckily, I have a little window to just chip a zone forehand up here. Crisis averted. Justin almost throwing it in. Hole 9. Par 4, 365 feet. Do not be deceived. Off the fairway is very thick on this hole. But there is an albatross opportunity for the backhand turnover. Or a huge thumber, honestly.
You're still in the
I
gap.
should be able to make that work.
Playing a little lower backdoor route.
Oh, that was actually a good kick.
I'm going to try jackalope. I just don't give it the height. I really liked the turn and the angle. Just didn't give it the height that it needed.
There it is.
Almost got a shiggle eagle.
I'm gonna score it like the first one, but I might edit the first one out. Hold up.
But mess up and you're glad it's a par 4 because the rough is thick. Hole 10, par 4, 296 feet. This is another one. It's very short, but if you don't pure it, you're fighting for that 4. And when hole 1 disappears, I've been told that the new hole is going to be on this part of the property, so it's going to be nice and thick like this for a long time. Back on this part of the course. That was a Bobcat from Justin. I go Phoenix. Bobcat definitely was a better choice. Pitching up with the zone, or excuse me, glitch. And still pitching up again.
Get it.
Oh,
Man, 2 holes in a row, almost throwing in a forehand.
The only downfall with the servo is like most of the courses you go to aren't.
Hole 11. Nice switch up here. 181 feet. And there it is. Pretty protected on the early side of the fairway, so you want to... Pretty much it's a forehand hole. Backhand turnover is going to be really tricky. The ceiling is kind of guarded early in the hole.
I probably should have been paying attention when y'all were talking about where the basket
That
is.
was pretty good.
But I'm just gonna follow what
That
he
was-
just showed you where the basket is.
That was pretty deep, actually, probably.
Yeah, it was a great shot from Justin. Not taking my own advice.
Little thrower.
Still got a stab at it though.
Get it?
Oh, goodness. So many near misses, man.
3 holes in a row almost. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. Those anger pancake throws are the ones that stick.
Oh, no.
Justin's great forehand's a little deep, and it doesn't matter. He buries that thing. That was a great putt. Foot fault for me. Nice. Hole 12, 205 feet, straight as an arrow. But a very demanding fairway. There's not a lot of opportunity to get creative on this one. It's very specific. It wants you to just pipe it. MD3 from Justin. Bullet again. Actually put that deep. Yeah, it's a steep wall. You got to throw those thumbers over if you're going to try it on this one.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, I'm pretty deep in a mesquite shrub. Overcompensate.
Somehow I knew that was coming.
Shenanigans. Hole 13, par 4, 450 feet. This hole is sweet. You've got this layup landing zone here at the mouth of this tunnel. And then the fairway changes directions back into this bowl-shaped green. Couple of little trees protecting it. Great forehand hole or big backhand turnover hole.
So bad.
But you don't want to be early right.
Oh, too low.
I get pretty lucky and I fight through. Justin's was in there still. This isn't bad. It hyzers out a little early, but it's on the other side of that opening, so
it's okay.
got an
I thought it was
open
gonna
look at the
reach the other
basket from
side.
over there.
Barely.
Free tail. A little wider, a little higher.
Yeah. Ching. That's the. I think.
Yeah, so my wave punched through, a little pinched on the right. A little more of a technical upshot you gotta make. That's where my free tail ended up. Kind of buried in that berm by the green. Not bad for a shiggle. This was on round 2 through the free tail again, and I put it on the green. Carded a tap-in eagle. That was pretty sweet. The owner said it was awesome, so it's awesome. Anyways, hole 14, 261 feet. There's a potential for water here in this low spot, and you're going to the hanging basket right here. I like this hole a lot. You do have a thumber opportunity here for those overhand players.
Had a baby.
I think it's in a clear spot, but I can't tell from here.
I'm going hex just right up the gut. And unfortunately, it doesn't flip like I thought it would, and it did not hit trees either. It's about pin high, but in some deep
You
stuff.
just read my mind.
It's the last you'll see of me on this hole. So Justin, a little early off the tee. This is where his upshot landed. And there's the bucket hanging from that tree. But yeah, from what I understand, sometimes there's water on this green. Actually, this green is on the cover photo of the course on UDisc. It's just this fairway backwards, so that's where that water can be. Hole 15, 145 feet. This one also can have some gnarly water. It's a deep spot up against the berm. I've seen photos with all of that full of water, so you have to stick it on this crazy hillside or lay it up. Because if you go deep at the basket, there's a pond back there too. So this hole could really have some teeth.
Come on.
Oh, you're over the berm.
Over it.
Hole 15, 145 feet.
Yeah, you want.
Zone from Justin.
Already know.
Probably. I'm gonna do another one on this.
I'm going to try the glitch. Backhand turnover. It's definitely there. I just threw it too soft.
I am really surprised I didn't turn more.
Yeah, me too.
So today that zone shiggle is better, but in normal conditions, my glitch would be the one that's dry. Although in the woods out of frame to the left. Good 2 for Justin. And that would be wet now. Decent pitch up, but caught the roll away. Hole 16, 228 feet, par 3. Just throw a bobcat. I had a combined total of 12 feet of putts on 2 bobcat throws.
Ah, man, I just keep doing that. Go for it. At places like this, we gotta get.
There's a beat-in first-run bobcat. It actually was diving a little too much to the left, but it caught that tree that's over the basket and dropped it right there.
Nice, Brady. Woo! I take advantage of those lucky strokes. Oh my God, serious?
Hole 17, par 3, 139 feet. You're throwing over what I can assume will have water in it normally. Got this gap that the drone's flying through you need to hit, or get lucky and hit one of the other gaps, and there it is. Also within 12 feet of a bigger creek. Also a little course info, there are turf pads on it right now, but in November of 2023, so very soon from this recording, there should be concrete pads out here. There's not a set fee yet. Wonder who that could be. There's not a set fee yet. He just asked for donations, so Justin and I just throw him like 10 or 13 bucks or something, and he was super appreciative, so hit him up. Go check out this awesome course. Hole 18, you're throwing over the creek here. It's kind of blocked by the map, actually, but you'll get a good view of it. 183 feet, and same basket as current hole 1 on this sloped green. You're just hanging it out there and letting it crash back into the green, missing those trees.
Oh yeah, just one, not the dead one.
Going Phoenix. Didn't hang it an inch,
I think I
but I'm pretty sure it fought through. Actually, it did. So yeah, here's that creek you're throwing over. There's also photos of this on their Facebook when this thing's running. It can make this hole intimidating, for sure.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this Phoenix fought forward. Have a good round going so far, although it is coming undone before your very eyes. I'm currently 6 down as we speak. However, this series of unfortunate events, I'm going to be 4 down. Walk off frame disgusted. But despite this frustrating ending to this round, this course was really fun. Owner is super nice, super chill, lots of great reviews about him and about the course on UDisc, so check it out. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.